Well, hello everybody. It is me again. That's right. I'm back. Cityguy. And this is something I wanted to talk about today that I've really been enjoying lately. You know how you go through different periods where you get into something and then maybe you get out of it for a while. But as in my profile and whatever, I love music. I've always loved music. I'm a huge fan of music. So what I am doing is I am going to go through my 80s. Actually, what I've done is I've pulled out some of my favorite 80s records that I have in my collection that I've been collecting for ever. No, actually that's a slight exaggeration. Not ever, the last 10 years maybe, I think. Yeah. So, I've got 10 records or something like that are vinyl, and actually let me show you exactly where I keep my records at. This is going to be kind of cool because it's cool. Just in case there may be some of you that actually haven't seen records before, or maybe you seen them in thrift stores or something like that. Actually, they're really, really cool to collect. This is Journey. Now this is really cool because this soundtrack is not a soundtrack, although I do have tons of soundtracks, but no, this is a record album. This is their greatest hits record that came out in 1988. It's very, very difficult to find because by the end of the 80s, 88, 89, records were vinyl albums were on their way out, CDs were coming in, and so they didn't actually produce as many records at that point that they had earlier. Yeah, anyway, crazy history stuff. So this took me forever to find. I found it at a thrift store a few years back for a few bucks, but it was in really, really good condition, and stuff like that. So as you can see, I've got this. Here's the sleeve insert or whatever, but unfortunately, it didn't come with any lyrics, but the record's actually in good condition. Vinyl record, see that? Really good condition, no scratches, really, really cool. Anyhow, that was the first one. Now this next record is an epitome of the 80s, what an 80s album was and is and forever should be. Forever should be. The Police. Synchronicity. Oh man, this is a quintessential 80s record right here. And actually what's cool is there were two separate covers. There was that, and then there was this one. And they put out actually two. I know they look kind of similar, but they're actually totally different, if you can see that. Anyhow, Every Breath You Take, and this next one is so awesome. I still love their music today. This is really, really cool. Tears for Fears. That's right, Tears for Fears, Songs from the Big Chair. 1985 it came out. This has the awesome Everybody Wants to Rule the World. This has Head Over Heels. Oh man, it's great. So many good songs. We're the Megadeth and the Metallica records, or the Ozzy Osbourne. I'm sorry, but I wasn't into stuff like that growing up, and I'm still not into stuff like that. So that would be why I don't have any records like that. You dig? Yeah. Okay. So, but this is a little bit heavier though. This is pretty cool. Van Halen. This is awesome. This is their 5150 album that came out 87, 88, something like that. Had some awesome songs, but they don't list them on the back here. So I guess if you were around when this came out, you had to kind of guess what was on it or something. I don't know. There may be 2 songs, there may be 10 songs on here. We don't really know what they are, but it's Van Halen, so it's a cool album. Yeah, I bought this a few years ago. This is a series of gold and platinum record things that they put out that had songs from all these different artists on it. So I got the first 2 volumes and stuff like that. You've got Michael Jackson and Sting and Billy Joel and Cyndi Lauper and Pat Benatar. Pat Benatar, that's pretty good. Yeah, Journey, Hall & Oates, it's and there's more on the back with pictures. How about that? You can't go wrong with pictures. So you've got like the Cars and Quiet Riot and Olivia Newton-John. Olivia Newton-John? That's pretty funny. Anyway, so it's pretty cool. So here's the second one. You've got like John Waits and Lionel Richie and Wham and Hall & Oates. Again, Hall & Oates run everything, and I even think they had their own breakfast cereal like back in the 80s. Hall & Oates, that they could. Hey, that would have been good. Maybe I can market that. Hall & Oates. I've got way too many records, but I can honestly say I didn't spend that much money for them because I found them like at thrift stores and flea markets and stuff like that because they're really cool. So yeah, to the 80s. Anybody out there that loves the 80s? Huh! Power to you. And yeah, that's all I got. That's all I got this time. I don't know. I'll come back and I'll have to go through my soundtrack albums there. I've got tons of like soundtracks. I'll go through those maybe next time and show you some of my favorite soundtracks from the 80s, 70s and 80s, stuff like that. Some of them are really hard to find. But I'm not going to eBay them because they have sentimental not going to sell them. So, anyhow, that's all we got. I'll be back. Hope everyone has a great week and all that kind of good stuff. Take care, and I'll talk to you later.